So good, guys. This is so good. Y'all have to give this a try for your holiday meal. No one will complain about it. Hi friends, it's Shay and welcome back to Shay's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make the perfect macaroni and cheese. This is the baked kind of macaroni and cheese, so if you have been looking for a super easy and super delicious recipe, I've got just the thing for you. It is creamy, it is delicious, and most of all, it is cheesy, guys. So let's go ahead and just show you how to make this 5-ingredient macaroni and cheese. Yes, you heard me, just 5 ingredients. All you need is obviously some elbow macaroni. You'll need some cheese, 2 types, but that's just still 1 ingredient. You need eggs, butter, and evaporated milk. That's it. And obviously some salt and pepper, but we're not counting those because everybody has those. So first you want to put your pot on the stove and go ahead and fill about a 6-quart pot up with some water and let that come to a boil. After it comes to a boil, it's very important. You have to salt the noodles, and the way that you salt the noodles is by adding salt to your boiling water. I personally wait until the water is boiling and then I generously salt the water. Once that has come to a boil and you've added your salt, you want to go ahead and dump in 16 ounces of elbow macaroni noodles. They can be large, they can be regular, but you need 16 ounces of them. I prefer the large because it allows the milk and the cheese to kind of ooze through the noodle, and it is just absolutely delicious. So while that is boiling away and cooking till al dente, you want to shred your cheese. You heard me right, shred the cheese. Now obviously you have the choice to go to the store and buy the pre-shredded kind, and I have done that, and the macaroni and cheese will still be delicious. But if you want this thing to go over the top and just be like slap your mama good, you need to shred yours yourself. So here I have 16 ounces of cheese, 2 blocks, 8 ounces apiece of mild, and 2 blocks, 8 ounces apiece of sharp. You can use all sharp, or you can do it combined here like I have. I'm using my food processor, but by all means, guys, you can use what I call a knuckle buster. That's just a handheld shredder. It works just as good, but this is the fastest way, and because I have it, this is what I'm going to use. So I'm just shredding my cheese, and once that's done, I'm just going to take the attachments out, the blade and the little centerpiece, and set the cheese to the side. After you've done that, because it only takes a few minutes with the food processor, we're gonna move on to the liquid. And what I mean by the liquid, it's gonna be your milk, your butter, and your eggs. So over medium heat, I'm going to melt my butter first, then I'm gonna add 2 cans of evaporated milk. And once I've added that, I'm gonna add 2 eggs. Now with a whisk, I'm just gonna give it a really, really good whisk just to make sure those eggs are combined. And then I'm going to let that come up to almost to a simmer. Just continuously whisk it until it gets to that point. Now turn off your heat and set that to the side. Now by this time, guys, your noodles should be done. So you just wanna drain them and give them a good shake to remove all of the excess water. Now it's time to assemble this macaroni and cheese, and also now is the time, if you haven't done so already, to go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Now let's layer. First, we're going to take half of our noodles and pour this into our baking dish. This is about a 9 by 13-ish size baking dish. Pour half of the noodles and spread them out evenly on the bottom. Now you want to take some table salt. Yes, table salt, not the kosher salt, table salt. And you want to salt your noodles. And this is not to actually flavor or salt the noodles. This is more so to flavor and salt the liquid that we're about to pour over this. Now you want to use enough cheese to cover the entire layer of noodles that you have laid down. You can use as much or as little cheese as you like. I like to go heavy with my cheese because I like it to really mix with that liquid and be really, really creamy. But by all means, you can do as little as you need if you need to scale back for other reasons. Now you want to repeat the same exact steps. You want to layer your noodles, salt and pepper your noodles, then come back in with your cheese and cover that top or that layer of noodles with the cheese. Now you just want to pour that milk mixture all over the cheese and the noodles, guys. Make sure you go from corner to corner. Try to get all of it evenly. And once you've done that, you want to give your pan a good little gentle shake. And all this is doing is helping to distribute that milk in all of the noodles and the cheese. Now, once you have done that, you want to go ahead and put this in the oven, 375 degrees. If it has not set to 375, wait until your oven beeps and put it in when it has reached the temperature. This is because this does not bake long at all, guys. Once you've closed that oven, go ahead and set your timer to 15 minutes. You heard me right, 15 minutes. You have to remember, guys, that we've literally already begun this cooking process with the milk, the eggs, and the butter on the stove top. So all we really want this to do is to combine and get creamy and cheesy. So once you've set your timer for 15 minutes, go do whatever you have to do. But once that timer comes back off and ding, ding, dings, you want to make sure you go right on over to the oven and check your macaroni and cheese. And what you're looking for, you just want to use a fork and go down on the sides and in the middle. You want it to look creamy, and you want to see just the slightest bit of milk still sitting in there, okay? This is because it's still going to set a while before you serve it, and that is just going to soak up into those large noodles. And it does the same thing if you don't use the large elbow macaroni, but it just gets so creamy if you just let it sit. And honestly, guys, that is it. I have served this mac and cheese at holiday dinners. I've served it at potlucks. It is a hit. Everybody always thinks it's something fancy. It is nothing fancy at all. Anybody can make this. You just have to know the proper steps and the time frame to make sure that your mac and cheese comes out delicious, just like this one. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you give me some feedback by leaving a comment down below. Also, if you haven't done so, remember to subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell. That way you will be notified each and every time I upload a new video. If you have not done so already, make sure you follow me over on my Instagram and my Facebook. You can find me there at Shay's Country Kitchen. Until the next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.